Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday to everybody. Hopefully, everybody's doing very well on this Juneteenth day. And I'm just waiting for my special guest to come on the show so that way you guys can see who I have wonderfully. And that special guest is here right now. Hi, how are you? I'm going to request you. Okay, I see you on there. Hi, Chrissy. Let's just see what happens, you guys. Hey, TT. Hi.
Hey, how you
Good. How
doing?
you doing?
I'm good. I've been chilling on IG Live for the last 2 days. Folks
Oh,
probably
I
think I
seen.
don't
I
have
had
a
to see that
job.
that other interview you did the other day.
Folks probably think I don't have a job. I got a job.
No, we know you got plenty of jobs, so let me introduce you to the wonderful people on here. Everybody who you see right here, who has the beautiful shades on,
Oh
is
yes.
my special guest, who's a Grammy nominated, well, one third of the Grammy nominated R&B legendary group SWV, and she's the wife of the amazing NFL player Eddie George.
And I'm Eric
This
and Jair's mommy.
exactly. Your two wonderful children. This is Taj George right here, you guys. So say
Hi
hi to
y'all.
everybody.
Hey Chrissy. Hi
That's
y'all.
my best friend right there. Yeah. And my other best friend right there, who you see her say Lady Wyatt. Lady
Hey,
Wyatt.
hey Lady Wyatt.
So Taj, how are you doing today, darling?
I'm good. I'm good. Making it, chilling, representing. That's how
Same
I
here.
do.
Fun fact for you guys to know is that Taj and I, we've been friends for a long time, but she also knows my cousin Candy Tookes.
Yes, that's my sister. I love Candy. Known her since the beginning of my career. She is nothing but amazing. I will take somebody's throat out for my Candy.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. We just missed her birthday, too.
No, no, yeah, but we love her. She knows what's
Yes,
going
I
on.
gotta call my baby. I just talking just now. I just realized I missed her birthday. Good, and she never misses my birthday. Every year, she always calls me
You
or
know,
sends me a card.
now here's another fun fact. My grandfather, you and him have the same birthday.
Your grandfather's off the chain. That's my G. That's my G.
Because you know, mine is May 4th.
Yes, yes, you
That's why we
told
got
me.
that tourist energy that we love each other with.
Represent. That
You already
representing.
know. But for those of you who don't know who she is, like I said, she's part of the legendary R&B group SWV. Let everybody know. Tell everybody who. Introduce yourself to everybody if they don't know who you are. And let everybody know who you are.
Hey y'all, it's Taj from SWV. he just said that. But another fun fact is, I'm not sitting here with these shades on to be cool. I actually had eye surgery on
Mm-hmm.
my eyelids about a week, a little over a week ago. So I'm still a little puffy. I don't want nobody to think that I've been in a fight or anything like that. I don't need nobody's damn opinions on what's going on with my eyes. So I am wearing these shades.
Hi, sister. Hi, Miss Stevie. No, let me tell you straight up on this. For this interview right here, you know, this is the most I've gotten likes on Instagram.
Well, that makes me feel bad. You only got five, baby.
No, I'm saying the likes, not the views right now. But
Oh,
when we
I'm like,
post,
what the hell?
no, they gonna come. They gonna come when they expect it. But see, a lot of them they gonna come in more. But when we did the like, remember when I posted the promo
Yes,
flyer?
yes,
Everybody was like, "Taj, are you serious?" I'm like, "Yes, my friend was the problem."
yes,
But you know, we
yes.
got that's the most likes I've ever gotten on Instagram. 4,000 likes because of you.
Wow, was it 4,000 likes?
Yeah.
I haven't. My eyes are still a little blurry, so I
No, but
haven't
you're
really.
good. No, but you're
I can
good.
see colors and shapes.
No, but you're good. But you know, from since we all know you from SWV, tell us like how it was like when you first got your start in the music industry and more.
Before I got my start in the music industry, I was dirt ass poor, working a minimum wage job. Nothing. It was boring. My life was boring in Brooklyn. Then I was blessed to be a part of this group, and one thing led to another. Everybody knows how we came together. We grew up together. That story
Mm-hmm.
to have to reiterate that over and over again is crazy because people know. I mean, we've been in this industry for 33 years, so and
Mm-hmm.
we've done a million interviews. So yeah, it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
We all grew up together. SWV put out a demo, got signed by RCA, and blah, I'm here 33 years later.
Mm-hmm. Because it's about time. I know it's been 33 years since that album came out. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. I had to even think
October
about that because,
27th,
but I just,
1992.
because, you know me for a long time, but I
Yeah,
just turned 40 in May.
you a baby. Shoot, I'm almost 60.
But, since we thinking about like when it comes to SWV and everything, and I know you've been on tour, like, period, you've been on tour for a while.
Yes,
So,
yes, we
and I know
stay on the
and
road.
I know
It's
you
a
had to move,
blessing.
move into Ohio and everything. How are you taking everything lately now with all
I'm
these changes?
sleepy. I'm sleepy, but you know what? It's a part of life. I'm not going to complain. This is a blessing. A career, 33-year span career that has no end date to it. I get to travel the world. I get to work for what, an hour, the most 2 hours
Hmm.
at night, and I get to go to bed and sleep in late if I don't have to go in the next day.
Ain't nothing wrong
Or
with
I get
that.
to sit in first class and go to sleep. I can't complain about my life at all.
Of course, nothing wrong with that. Now, because a lot of us, we know that it's about time and like new beginning, and like all those incredible albums, like like Release of Tension. I think what is the other one? I think y'all did had. It's all about. Is it all about you? Or it's all about us?
I
Oh
missed
no, I
us
missed.
and still.
Is it somebody I missed us? Something like that.
All About You is a song
All
on
about
the
yeah.
I Missed Us album.
The I Missed
All
Us album, and then the
about
Still
you.
album. You guys have done some like, especially for you because you're one third of SWV.
Hmm.
You've done so much iconic stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, like
We've been blessed.
you've been blessed
Look,
very
there's no
well.
other way to say it. We've been
Exactly.
blessed.
Now now my mom is not even on the live yet, but I know she's gonna be watching this. She's not on the live yet, but I know she's gonna be watching. She's gonna be on it. Well, watching it later. And she asked, and I know when it comes to SWV, you guys have done iconic stuff.
Okay.
Iconic. I mean, real iconic stuff. You guys had those amazing singles, like Anything.
Uh-huh.
What else you guys had right here? But the Human Nature remix. My mom wanted me to ask you, what was the inspiration of y'all make you guys do that version of the Human Nature remix instead of
Oh,
the original version?
you're gonna have to get what's his name? Teddy
Brian
Riley.
Alexander Morgan.
You're gonna have to get Teddy Riley up in here. That was his whole inspiration and idea. He's the one that connected us with Michael Jackson. It was him, All Star, and Brian. It was their remix. And Pharrell. Let's not forget
Hmm.
SWV. Actually, Pharrell did a rap, but they didn't use his rap. They only used that one little part.
Oh,
So
the S
he
double
wanted to fight
U
somebody
V.
after that.
Was that the SWV?
Yes, he had did all that was a part of a whole rap segment that he did on that song, but they didn't keep the rap
Interesting.
part. They only kept the chant, and I mean that's cool because it's iconic. You if nobody knows anything else, they know SW and
U V.
SSW.
Yes. Now, but let's get to know you more personally, because you've done a lot of stuff like other songs and everything. Because one of my favorite songs soundtracks that you, Coco, and Lily did was from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, All Night Long. I
All night.
love that song.
Yes, that was the first time we worked with Babyface, and I was excited because when I say I love me some Babyface, if between him and Bobby, I would be confused on which one to date. I wouldn't even know.
Because we all know that you love Bobby Brown.
Bobby's gonna always be in my rotation,
what
always.
is anything about that when you bring
Oh,
up
he
your
let
husband?
go. He let it go. He's just like I told him. Bobby was here first, so you're gonna have to fit in where you can get in because Bobby ain't going nowhere.
Wow. And I remember when you guys did the Freedom song from 1995 from the Panther soundtrack.
Uh huh.
How was that experience dealing with all the other ladies?
Was there a lot of yeah, I guess well, you know what? We weren't all in the same room together. At least I don't remember it. I don't remember
Mm-hmm.
being in the same. There were a couple people there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think the whole ensemble were in the same room together. But the ones that were, Oh, my dogs are fighting. I'm sorry.
No, you're
But
fine. You're fine. You're fine. Don't
the
worry.
ones that were there, they were all cool. I mean, it was cool. We went in and laid down our part. Of course, Coco did the majority of it, so she
Hmm.
knocked that out in 2 seconds. We were ready to go.
Now, for all of us, because we know you're from SWV, but let's get to know you personally.
Okay.
Now, since we know that you're a mother too, and you know you're a wonderful wife also.
Thank you.
How was it when you for your personal life before you got with SWV? How did you feel like how when you got as soon as you got with the group SWV, but personally thinking about other stuff? Because I know you guys had a breakup back in the day, like around 97, 98 ish, like
Uh-huh.
after Release Some Tension.
Uh-huh.
What was your mindset going around that time?
Um, I guess my mindset was move on. I didn't have a choice. I was what 27 and out of a job. What do I do now? Roll over? Nope. I went and got a job. I got a job and then I relocated out to LA where I thought I wanted to be an actress, but I ended up going to Santa Monica Community College, completing my associate's degree. Then I
Hmm.
moved to Nashville and attended Belmont University, where I completed my
Hmm.
degree in business with concentration marketing. And yeah, and I didn't meet my husband there. I actually knew my husband before the group broke up, and we got
Hmm.
married in 2004. I had my baby in 2005, and now I'm sitting here in Ohio watching my 20-year-old baby play football, the sport that he loves, and my husband coach him.
And let's shout your wonderful son out if he wants to.
Eric Michael George in the house, and my baby Jair George. My oldest is 28, my baby's 20, and I'm
And
72. No, I'm kidding.
she's saying that out to being funny, y'all. She didn't mean that part right there.
Look,
She's just being
black
funny.
don't crack. I'm like
No
104.
black don't crack because this way don't crack. Your black don't crack either.
No, no, I'm not cracking.
But the
Baby
thing
daddy
about
do
my
that,
mom,
no
no,
crap.
now I'm gonna keep it real with you. I know I'm gonna get in trouble with my mom probably, but my mom said you look. She said you look amazing because she saw the pictures I did for the promo flyer for you,
Hmm.
the pictures I chose. She said
Damn, I
She
said
said I love
thank
Taj.
you.
She said I love Taj. She loved you in the red. You had the red leather and everything.
Yeah,
She
I said
said
yeah.
you look amazing. She said whatever she doing, I didn't know what she doing.
Yeah, I said thank you. I'm eating my my what fiber and look again. It's a blessing. I'm black. Black don't crack. Jesus knew
Hello.
what he was doing.
Now one of my friends said, "Did you meet Aaliyah?"
Oh God, yes, yes, beautiful person. Broke my heart to
Hmm.
find out about her death. It was just you
Yeah,
just
that
wonder
took
why
us all
certain
by
people
surprise.
have to do it because she was a great
Yes.
person.
And my friend, one of my best friend and my sister stopped by Stevie underscore Daytime. She put, remember they did the Patti LaBelle tribute, Lady Marmalade at Essence Wars. I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I
I
do remember
remember
that.
that.
Y'all killed that.
That was fun. I loved the outfit and the costume. That's when my body was off the chain. I didn't care what
But
the
you still
outfit
look great.
was. If
Stop.
they came with a string, I was like ready.
But you still
Now,
look great. Stop. You know you look great.
no, now
Stop
I
it.
need a corset.
Oh my God. But since we know you did a lot of stuff like on your own. You say you got yourself a job and everything after SWV. But then at the time, you and your husband did Survivor.
Well, he didn't do Survivor.
Oh,
I
I
did
thought because
Survivor.
the way they made it seem like you and him did Survivor together.
Oh no, he came on the family visit. My husband wouldn't be able to survive.
No, but I'm
That
glad you
baby
clearing this up because
loves to be
the
waited
way the
on.
media made it seem. I'm glad you clearing this up.
No, they didn't. The media didn't make it seem like he was on there.
Well, no, people, like people in the, like in the how can I put it? The fan base, some of them made it seem like. But when you was on Survivor, what was that experience like?
I had to survive. It's the only reality television on television. There is nothing fake about it,
Uh
nothing
huh.
produced about it. As a matter of fact, that's my joke about it all. When I was called to do the show, I was asked to audition, and I'm thinking, okay, it's a TV show, no problem. That's what I was wanting to do anyway. Let me go up here and audition. They were
Mhm.
looking for
Mhm.
a football wife or an athlete's wife. I'm
Mhm.
sure they assume that all athletes' wives, or I guess these wives of people who are prominent, are real bougie and timid and soft. But I'm a tomboy from Brooklyn. So I got out there. I was ready to do it. I was like, I grew up in Brooklyn. I didn't have no food. We didn't have a lot of stuff. So to go out there and be without stuff, look, it was second nature for me. I didn't hurt at all. The worst part about Survivor for me was my son. He was 3 at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not stand being away from him that long. That was my Achilles heel.
Oh, got you. Now, because I know you done so much besides Survivor. You know, you did SW Reunited.
Hmm.
You did the thing with Escape.
Hmm.
What was the best experience of reality TV that you dealt with?
My best experience of reality TV would be I Married a Baller, the very first show that I'd
Okay,
ever
I
done.
remember
And
that one.
now that
Yes,
one was with
yes.
my husband, my family. That was the best show I've done so far
That
because
was one of my favorites because my mom and I, we watched it like crazy because we watched it for you and
yeah,
for
and
your
that was
husband.
prior to all of the storylines and all the stuff
Exactly.
that goes on and catfighting. We were actually one of the first family reality shows. What I
Mm-hmm.
loved about it was, again, there was no storylines. Everything that happened in that show was 110% authentic. We couldn't create his dad having a nervous breakdown at his Jersey retirement. I
Mm-hmm.
could not and would not want to create my dog dying on me in the middle of my son's christening. That's
Oh
not
my
something to
goodness.
create. So I guess when people watch that show, and unfortunately it was on a really small startup network at the time,
Mm-hmm.
was it TV1? Not many people were able to see it, but it was a really good, authentic show about my family and the things that we have to go through and endure every day. And that was one of my favorite shows. Now, the other ones, not that I hated them, I did not like the whole storyline aspect because you can't call it reality if you're creating the reality. That's called acting.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
I didn't really care for those, and I still don't really care for reality television. I don't really watch it. If I catch it on television somewhere, if I'm sitting somewhere and it comes on, I'll watch it, but I don't set my timer to watch reality television shows. You've seen one, you've seen them all. He
Yeah, I
said this
agree.
about me, she said that about me. We fight at a restaurant, and then we move on.
That's true. Now, one of my best friends said his name is Alan Lewis. He put, what was it like recording the New Beginning album? Any funny moments or stories?
33 years ago, it was our first time in the studio. It was new, it was fun, it was long hours. It was fun. I'm sure there was some crazy funny moments, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Hmm.
That at the moment. No, but I'm sure it was something. I'm pretty sure Lily did something.
Because let's keep it real. Because when we think about New Beginning, the second album that you guys did, you know, we all knew like you're the one, and we know Use Your Heart.
Oh no.
To me, Use Your Heart when you sang your parts.
Uh-huh.
Don't get me wrong, Coco, Lily, I love y'all. Y'all my girls. Y'all like my big sisters, like Taj is like my big sister, but you killed that song.
Well, thank you.
Because
Thank
literally,
you.
I remember when Tamika Scott from Escape said it on the reality show that you all did, like
Uh-huh.
Escaping
Uh-huh.
SWV. I remember she
Yeah.
said she loved your part. She said your part made her like really like, oh, I love her, and I love like your parts
Uh-huh.
because oh my
Yes.
goodness,
And so
it was one of my favorites. Just like Can We with you and Miss you know like you Coco Lily and Missy Elliott for Can
yeah.
We, that was one of my favorite songs right there.
I love Missy. I love working with
Oh,
Missy. She was so fun.
but how do you feel when Kendrick Lamar sampling "Use Your Heart" on his
Hey.
album that's out? How did that make you really feel? Like you and the ladies feel?
Well, we loved it. Why wouldn't we? Of course, we loved it. We've been sampled a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when he did it, it wasn't like we were blown away. We were grateful and happy because again, it keeps our music in the forefront. But yeah, no,
Exactly.
it's always amazing when a top notch performer and artist like Kendrick decides to use our music. Look, he had a million billion songs to choose from, and he chose ours.
And then, you know, also, I didn't even bring up this, but I just have to remember that you and the ladies, you guys had Spinderella with you guys when you were on tour.
No.
Was it Spinderella from Salt and Pepper as your DJ?
Well, only thing she did with us was verses.
Okay, versus. But how did that feel? really, because everybody was trying. Because a lot of people they put the thing of like, oh, Spinderella's working with SWV. I'm like, I think it's
You
just
keep
with
saying
DJ
a
thing.
lot of people. Who are all these people? Because
Because a lot of people have been bringing it. No, a lot of people on on chat rooms and everything was saying, "Oh, she's working with you guys and everything as their main DJ." And I'm just like, let's figure that out first.
no.
Because I know we're friends. So I say I could bring this up to you and we can clear everything up.
Yeah, no, Spinderella's not working for us. She turned on the music when we were doing verses. I mean, it wasn't like she was DJing for us. She started the song. That's it.
Hmm.
It
No, I
wasn't
just
a
wanted to make sure because a lot of people a lot of people have brought up, but some people they bring up stuff, but they don't want to come up to the true source.
uh-huh.
So I
Yeah,
said, let me just ask my. I said, let me ask my girl this question.
yeah, no, no. I've never heard that either. I don't know. Yeah.
Because a lot of people they were talking about that. I know
I
you may
didn't
not have
know
seen it
who a
because I
lot
know a
of
lot of
people
times you
were.
guys don't really look at a lot of that crapola.
Yeah, no, I missed that. I didn't see where a lot of people were saying that at all. No.
Now, as far as like now, I know you had a song from a soundtrack. It was called "Cloudy Days,"
Yes.
and I heard it, and I actually liked the song. It
Thank you.
don't y'all judge me, but it made me think about Coco's song "Sunshine." Like it was like a
Oh,
sister song to "Sunshine."
oh, I never thought of it that way, but I guess.
No, no, they both sound great. They're both great
No, I
songs.
know. I'm just saying. I never even thought compared the two. I never even thought about that. But that's nice. That's cool.
And then also, I know you were a co-writer on Candy Burrs Tucker's song "I Will Bite My Tongue"
Well,
off her
first of
K
all,
Candy
that was
album,
my song.
and that was supposed to be your song, which I know. I remember you saying that on
Yes,
the
yes,
previous thing. So what was
yes.
because originally a lot of people say you were going to do a solo thing, but I know a lot of people pay more attention to Coco's voice more than yours. But
Hmm.
can you elaborate a little bit more on like "I Will
I
Bite
would
My Tongue"
love
because I
to.
love that song.
Well, when the group broke up,
Yes,
RCA gave Lily and I a budget to work on some demos to do a solo
hijack
album. And I took mine down to Atlanta. I worked with this young producer. His name was Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Yep.
And he was working with Candy and Tiny at the time
Mm-hmm.
on their solo project. They were a group at the time.
The
Cat,
cat
Candy and
project,
Tiny. You gonna
cat
let me
project.
finish?
Yes.
You gonna let me finish? So yeah, it was Candy and Tiny. They had written, of course, "Scrub," "No Scrubs" for themselves, and I thought the song was dope. They did the best thing they could have ever done to themselves and give it to TLC. But I Won't Bite My Tongue was one of the songs that we had all co-written together. And because my project was never released, it was actually declined. Candy took it and put it on
Ooh,
her album, which was cool. I loved the song and it fits her. It made it work for her.
interesting. Now this just came to my mind right here. I know you've heard a lot of songs. You probably was doing a lot of different stuff solo wise. What's one song you wish that either could have been to you solo wise or been with SWB? And you saying to yourself, "Dang it, this artist took the song and they did their thing on it," and you wish it was y'all group. What song would
Oh,
you say?
I liked Beyonce's Party. We like to party.
Okay,
We do that now in the show, but yeah, I
okay,
love that. That song, every time I hear
okay.
it, I'm like, that should have been our song.
Okay, all right. I feel that one
Yeah.
because that's a great song. Because like I remember Shakespeare, he did a lot of stuff. Because when I heard was Shakespeare part of the song "Cloudy Days"? If you don't mind me
No.
asking,
Mm-mm.
because the way it sounded something he would have done too. But I was just wondering that because when I heard it like a few days ago, I was
Hmm.
like, "Is this part of Shakespeare?" But I know Shakespeare, he did a lot of stuff like with, TLC,
Yeah.
Destiny's Child, and everybody else.
Hmm.
And so
Yeah.
my friend Alan said, "Who were your influences growing up musically?"
Let me see. I love Diana Ross.
Mm-hmm.
I was a huge Diana Ross fan. Um, Phyllis Hyman.
Love
There
her.
were a couple. Of course, everybody loved Whitney Houston. I
Mm-hmm.
loved Whitney. I used to sing her songs in talent shows. Yeah, it was anybody from the '80s and '90s that really put it down. I loved them.
Okay. Now, what's Taj's um five favorite songs from that she's done as with SWV?
Okay, my does it have to be in any order?
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay, the best years off of I think that was It's About Time. Yeah, no, not It's About Time. Jesus. I Missed Us. The
Mm-hmm.
best years from I Missed Us album. Of course, anything Wu Tang remix from the It's About Time album.
Mm-hmm.
I loved. Oh gosh, there was one off New Beginning, and it's with the Method Man sample. Look, and this is the crazy part is I co-wrote the song. I can't remember it. But that one, and then
Mm-hmm.
Week, of course, and
Of
then
course.
there's a song on the Still record that Coco and Lily did, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of that one too, but it's one of my favorite, and I listen to it over and over again. Oh, and You Are My Love. Oh, I love You Are My Love off the
Love
New
that
Beginning
song.
album. Yeah, there's a couple of songs that I really like. I actually still listen to It's About Time and New Beginning. They were two of my favorite albums. I love the I Missed Us and the Still record. Now,
Somebody put Love Unconditional.
oh yeah, no, that wasn't the song I'm talking about. Let me
Yeah.
see. Let me see. Where's my where's I'll tell you
But
the
you know, the
song.
song I like on Still was, I think, When Love Didn't Hurt.
Yes,
That's
yes,
my song right there.
yes. When Love Didn't Hurt, Lily
But
put her foot on that one. She put her foot on that.
and you know, we can't forget about Ain't No Man.
Oh no, ain't no man was the truth too. Ain't no man was the truth. I'm gonna tell you the song off New Beginning that I really, really, really
If you
love.
guys know it in the
What
comments,
you
right?
need?
What
What
you
you
need?
need?
Okay, got you.
And
Okay,
I should remember that since I wrote it
okay.
and I
Because
had that for
because you did your thing. A lot of people remember When You Cry
I didn't
from
write
Release
When
the
You Cry.
Tension.
I
From
didn't write
Release the
when.
Tension.
Yeah, I didn't write that.
No, no, not talking about you co-writing it, but everybody remember that song because everybody loved that video
You
with you.
always saying everybody. Who
No,
the hell is
everybody,
everybody?
because everybody, no, because a lot of people, like we talk, like a lot of my friends, we talk about the song, but like When You Cry, I remember even when the pandemic happened, when we saw the video, because I had never saw the video.
Oh, really?
I had never saw it till they
Did we
started.
do a video for When You Cry?
You got apparently you guys did
No, we
because
didn't.
they tried to make it sound like it was a song with you and Red, like you guys in Red Man.
No, that wasn't When You
Was
Cry.
that When You Cry? Was what song was that one?
That was I Lose My Cool.
Oh, I Lose My Cool. I'm
Look,
sorry,
and
my
you
bad,
all,
my fault on that one.
everybody said you don't
But you
even
know
have it right.
but you know what's so funny is that when you cry, everybody brought up when Kim Porter had passed away.
Uh
They
huh.
made it seem like it was a video to it, but it really not.
Oh
So
no.
so it's like now we know that.
Yeah, no, we never. Yeah, y'all all need to know we never did a video
Okay. No, I'm glad we
for
figured that out right there.
When You Cry. Yes. Now we did do a video for Lose My Cool, but it was never
Now, Lose My Cool
released.
was cool, but what was your favorite song off of Release of Tension?
Probably. Oh, what song? I don't even. Lose My Cool was one of them. Um, didn't we have a ballad on that one?
You had Rain on there.
Rain was Rain was on.
Was on
Now see,
Release of Tension because that was the song that I know Brian Allen Morgan had did for you
well,
guys.
well, then I guess I like that one. I
Because a lot of
like
people
that
they
one.
because a lot of people they loved
I think I
a lot
gotta
of the
do
fans a lot of fans they love what is it, Can We, and some
yeah, I like
with
Can We.
Diddy.
But when I talk to you, I gotta fact check because you always a lot of people. Everybody said,
But a lot of fans they loved it because I remember when but a lot of songs like Someone.
uh huh.
What was the reaction when you did a lot of these videos? Oh, I love that song, Alan. You talking about Give It Up with Lil Kim? That was one of my favorites. Off
Yeah,
of
I
Release
like that
Attention.
one too. What was the reaction? See, back then we didn't have social media, so
Yeah, exactly.
we had video music box and
Yep,
MTV VH1 where they played actual
and Video
videos.
Soul.
Yeah, so I mean, the reaction was it's not like it is today. You don't get instant gratification because you put out
No,
a
you don't.
record. But no, it was cool. Let me see. Let me
Miss
see what
CB
was on.
put Rain music video said is all on all those videos. Okay, yeah, that was fire. She said
Oh, Rain was
The-
on Release Intention. Damn, I completely forgot.
because
Can
I
we
remember that you guys said it on Unsung that when you guys did
someone?
an Unsung that you guys said that was the song that you and the lady said that that was the only song that actually made the album go gold at the time.
Well, yeah, yeah, but I didn't even realize we had that many songs off Release Some Tension. Someone, Rain, Lose My Cool, and there was another one that was
Can We with
released.
Missy?
Can We? Yep. Yeah. I had no idea that many songs came off that one album. I need to listen to that.
You know what I think it was? I think that was at the time I know you guys were about to go through the breakup and everything.
Yeah,
And I know a
yeah.
lot of stuff probably was going on behind the scenes.
I'm sure.
So from when you guys did come back together, what was the whole reaction, like the first reaction when you guys, the three of you came back together as SWV, before you guys even did an album, just as friends? How did that go for you guys?
Wait, what was the question? I missed
No, I
part of
say,
it.
what was the reaction when you, Coco, and Lily came back together just as friends before SWV?
Uh-huh.
How was that reaction? Was it kind of like like intense?
No, it actually was so free flowing. It was like, hey girl, hey, all right, let's go on tour.
Okay.
It was no drama, nothing. I would love to give like this horrendous story about how we walked into a ring and fought each other, and I cut her
I
throat,
don't
she
even
cut
get
my,
that.
and
I
then, but
don't
no,
get
we was
that.
like, girl, you want to go out? Let's go sing, okay? And we got on stage. We remembered all the steps, all the notes. It was just like yesterday. We took a nap for the weekend and came back together.
Amazing. Now, who would you like better touring with? Was it with Escape or Salt and Pepper? Or is
Escape.
it equally?
Oh no, I love touring with Escape. That was the Queens of R&B tour was one of the best tours I've been on. I had so much fun. The crew, the dancers, the food alone. Let me tell you something. I gained so much weight on that damn tour. I wish somebody could have sewed up my mouth. Every day it was somebody's birthday, so we had cake every damn
Oh,
day.
wow.
After the show, they would have catered food waiting for us with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then an after show food snack. Oh my!
Interesting.
I had so much fun. We had so much fun.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. I missed that
Okay.
part of that tour so much, but I enjoyed performing with Escape. I love that show. I love going back and forth with the songs. I love a lot of Escape songs, and they know
Hmm.
who can I run to. That's my jam.
I know
But
you love that song. I
do
remember
you
you said you
want
love that
to?
song.
Yeah, I love all those songs. I love listening to them. And then
You
like
said who?
when one would go on and we go on in the back, we out there doing their dances with them because
Oh my
we
goodness.
love in rehearsal. We all rehearsed everybody's songs and dances, so we knew everything.
Okay. Now you got my friend Alan said, who are some of the artists you wish you would collaborate with, who you could collaborate with that's new and old school?
Bobby Brown is old school. Anybody who knows me knows that I would give up my kidney to just stand in the same room with Bobby. New school, he's kind of new school, but Chris Brown. I love me some
Okay.
Chris Brown.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody Brown.
I'll leave that with a low. And then another question said, what's Taj's favorite videos? I'm talking about top three videos
From
you've ever done.
SWV's videos.
I think so.
You know what? I enjoy doing anything, even though I got so sick. I think I caught the flu.
Oh
um
my.
I was catching the flu as we were shooting, so as the day went on I was just going slowly down. You might even be able to tell in the video at the end when we're in the locker room with all these guys. I'm just moving my head because I couldn't do nothing else. By the end of the day I was so sick.
You played it out very well because we would have never known that from looking at the videos and everything. Because I know you know how they do chops and you know that of how they do the video, they edit everything. We would have never known that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It seems like I got that tingle in my nose in the morning, and as the day went on, that tingle became a headache, a big old clogged head. Then I started
Mhm.
coughing. It's in my throat. Yeah, I ended up going to the doctor, like from the video shoot straight to the doctor because we were there all damn night. So by the next morning
Gotcha.
when we were done, I just went straight to the doctor.
Okay. My sister said, "Remember tonight's the night with Blackstreet and Craig Mack. The makeup in
Uh-huh.
that video, fire."
Thank you, sister.
Because that was a great video.
Yeah, we had fun in that video. Blackstreet was cool too. Good. The 90s was lit. I
It
had
was
so much
very lit.
fun in the 90s.
And I think
There
that
was
the
so
younger
much
generation, they don't
variety.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it was so much variety. You had groups, you had just all kinds of stuff that was just so dope back then.
Because I remember when I was a teenager, I think I was a preteen or maybe teenager, when Video Soul was out, you used to
Mm-hmm.
make sure you seen everybody that came out. You'd be like, especially when they used to countdown on Friday
Uh-huh.
nights,
Uh-huh.
we used to be like, who's gonna be this number? Who's gonna be this number? Da, 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 da.
And video music box. Did y'all have the
The
channel where
box.
you could dial a certain number or you dial an
Yes.
800 number and pick the video you want?
Yes, the box. So we remember that.
Oh,
Yes.
I used to love the box. I used to sit there and just call and get my little videos played constantly. And I remember one day I started hating Boys to Men because
Why?
they played what was the one in the not in the road, I'll Make Love to You
Yeah, that song.
852 million times. Somebody was just sitting there playing Boys to Men over. I said, if they don't let somebody else get another video in here, I tell them that all the time. I said, well, one day I learned to hate y'all.
My friend Jackie, she say Jay Janice, she says she always looks great during performances. Any designs by Taj coming?
No, no, not no designs by me, but I am working on a skincare line called Taj Metology. It's gonna be a moisturizing, anti-aging, beautiful skincare cleanser, moisturizer, serum, eye cream. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
She
Once
gonna come
my
back. She'll come back on the show and talk about that, y'all. So
yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
You gonna
Cookie.
come back. You gonna come back. So you can still talk about it anyway. Is there a song you didn't like from any SWV albums that you needed to like? You ended up liking? Oh,
Hmm.
good question.
Well, no, well, there was some on the Release Intention album that I didn't really care for because I think that not that I didn't like it, but the one song with Snoop at the end and he's just rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Coco wouldn't sing on the song, and I got stuck there in the studio by myself, and I was just
Hey,
like,
Nessa.
why are we doing this song?
Because I remember I think it was Unsung, you guys said you guys wasn't really feeling it that much. But
It
I know
was
it probably had
probably
touched your
that one.
time. At the time, probably when you guys recorded the Unsung.
Probably. It may have been that one.
Oh, no problem, TG. We got you. And not. Oh, okay. What was the experience like doing the not when you was even though you wasn't the featured artist on this video, but what was your experience on the Little Kim video for Not Tonight, the Ladies Night video?
Oh, that was fun. We were everyone who all of the guest appearances in that video were
Yes.
flown down to Miami. We all in this beautiful hotel together. Then we had to spend the whole day together on set for like that 2 second shot, but it was fun because we were all hanging out together, sipping on pina coladas. I don't drink. Mine was always virgin. Designated driver.
Really? I would have never thought that.
Why?
No, I would have never thought. No,
Do I
not in a
seem
bad
like
way. I
a
say I would have never thought that. I would have
wino?
never thought that. Because you seem like
No.
that. You seem like that cool one that be like, okay, let me get this and that or whatever. But
Oh no, I get high off my own supply. But we none of us drink or smoke or do drugs. Never did,
oh, I
never
don't
have.
smoke either. I don't smoke at all, so I feel you on that one.
I need these lungs.
Amen on that one.
And
Interesting stuff that I didn't know, and we've been friends for a long time.
you've
I
never
didn't know
seen
that.
me drink.
Todd Josh should perform Black Pudding live. Really?
Separates the boys from the men. Well, you can knock like a Jehovah, but you can't get in. I love that song too. I have fun recording that one.
Oh my goodness. Now, from everything you've done with SW and yourself, what has Taj learned about herself
Um,
as a person
I
in general, not as a musician, but as a person?
No, I just think growing up and maturing, I just learned to let a lot of unnecessary things go. Things that I thought was just going to be the end of my life wasn't. And of course, with maturity and growing up, you realize that there's other important things to deal with. There's other
Mm-hmm.
important things that really matter out there for you to focus on. And as an adult now in my 50s, I'm 54 this year, and someone told me stop telling your age. But good child, I've been through a lot to
You
be
look great.
54.
We would never
I'm
even have
proud of
thought
my
that.
age. But yeah, at my age that I am now, I am an example for my son. So I have to be able to make clear discernments to him so that he can understand it's not that important. And if I can't see it that way, I can't expect him to see it that way. But I have been blessed to be able to mature at a point in my life where I can discern situations and make the best decision and judgment that will be beneficial for me and not as, I guess, detrimental to anyone else.
Okay. What is your son's favorite? What is your son's favorite song that you've done as SWV?
I don't know.
Or does he even bring it up to you?
No, he doesn't. My son is an athlete. He could give a damn about anything other than his playlist for his warm up on the field. My husband and son, first of all, I'm the only girl in my house, so they could care less about anything I care
Maybe.
less about.
So they probably like, okay, mom is doing her thing, whatever.
Yeah, and they stay out of my way when I'm on the warpath. They know that.
That's true. Now, Jay Evans asked a question: do you prefer releasing singles versus doing a whole album?
Um, well, I guess I would rather do a whole album because you can always release a single.
Amen. I feel you on that one.
Hmm.
Oh, said Taj, age is a blessing. That's what my friend Chrissy said.
It is. I just had my girlfriend's daughter just passed away. She was only
Oh, I'm sorry to
47.
hear that.
My brother passed away at 56 last year. Age is
Oh
a
man.
blessing. I'm gonna shout mine to the heavens. I don't care who don't care or who don't like it.
If you could describe yourself in probably like 5 words, what would you say?
Let me see. I am the shit.
Alrighty, never mind that. Well, that question right
or
there.
or five. I am the fucking shit.
Hey, hey, you gotta say what you gotta say. You gotta speak the truth. All right. I'll leave that one alone. Never mind that one. What else was I gonna ask you? Oh, wait, first of all, does anybody have any questions for Taj? Because this is the time to ask her questions because we're getting close to the end of this interview because I know she has important other things going on too. So we want to make sure we give Mrs. George her time and her peace. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask Miss
Because
Taj,
everybody said that I'm supposed to be having my time and my peace.
I'm just saying we have to make sure you have your peace because you know sometimes
Everybody said it. Everybody said
everybody said it.
it.
You know now you should know I'm silly. Period.
Everybody said
Everybody. No, but
it.
how are you doing so far? So with this interview, because literally I was a nervous right before we went live. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope she actually does really. Even though we know each other for a long time, I said, I hope she really does like me. Oh my gosh, is she gonna be like, ugh?
Really do like you. I can't stand you. No. Why would I not really like you?
No, I'm just my mind. That's what my mind was saying at the time.
Hmm.
Because I'm thinking about like how when you're fan somebody, but you're friends with them too.
Hmm.
It's a different vibe. So y'all going on a tour soon? On the tour as soon as the headliner soon.
We were supposed to do one this summer, but we had some conflicts and
Mhm.
there was a couple of things that wasn't ironed out, so we pushed it back. We'll probably more than likely do it at the end of the year, if not that, the beginning of next year. But yes, we'll be back out.
Gotcha. Alan said, "What was it like doing the photo shoot for It's About Time, Release Some Tension, and New Beginning album covers and booklets?"
As far as I remember, I think it was cool. I know New Beginning, we did that those fur coats. We didn't realize that Peter was gonna come after us with a pitchfork, but they
Ooh,
did.
oh my!
But we thought we was cute. We didn't have on anything underneath them coats. We just wore the coats. And we was like, yeah, honey, cool. Peter was not nice.
Ooh,
They go after your neck.
no, they do. They come at you hard. And then another question said, "What was it like meeting Aretha?"
Oh, it was so much fun. She was just so funny. She was very blunt and very.
Oh, we know
She
that.
was an elder. She was an elder when we met her. She was just like, "Look, I ain't got time to be playing no games. This is what it is. Boom, boom. Okay, nice to meet you."
Oh, but a lot of people don't realize that you've actually known the girls from Destiny's Child, the original set Destiny's Child.
Hmm.
How was it like when you first met Beyonce, Latoya, Latavia, and Kelly?
They were adorable. They were some of our biggest fans. When we would go to Houston, somehow they knew where we were staying. They would be at the lobby waiting for us. We fell in love with them the moment we saw them. They were adorable. They sound great. We used to do sleepovers with them at the hotel. They would go with us on our meet and greets. They were adorable and we loved them. Happy for them that they blew up. I hated the fact that they split up because they just I just thought they were so great together. But I love Michelle Williams. I think she was
I
a
was just
great
about to ask you,
addition.
did you like Michelle? But you know what's
Yeah,
so funny? But what's funny is that now that they've been defenses, everything is good between all the girls.
hmm
Now, if they did a Destiny's Child like five,
yeah.
well, I was they did Destiny's Child five, and they wanted SWV to be on the album. How would you feel?
Fuck yeah. What? You don't even have to ask that question. Just ask what place do we need to put our song because it's a given. It's a
Because
given.
and I know you know, and then also a lot of people know we both are friends with Shanice.
Oh yes, that's my sister
That's
also
that's like
from
that's
day
like big sis
one.
right there to us, to you and I. Well, I know big sis to you, but I'm saying for me.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
But like I know she knows because you know she knows Candy also.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a small industry.
It's a
Everybody
small
knows
industry.
everybody.
Everybody don't realize that
Uh huh.
everybody knows each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, because I remember when she was on, I think it was, I can't remember if it was SW Reunite or which one it was, but, or maybe it was another reality show that you guys did. And I think they were talking about how they were trying to compare everybody to Beyonce. And you guys were
Oh,
talking about it, you, Shanice, and a couple other people. Well,
child,
talking
I
about
don't
you and
remember
the
that
group, I'm
either.
talking about.
Uh huh.
And I'm just like, why do people have to compare Beyonce to SWV, Shanice, and everybody else? It's not cool. Because I
I
feel
don't
like
pay
everybody's
attention.
unique in their own way.
Yeah, you have to. If it was that easy, I mean, I would hop on Beyonce. She going around the world three, four times.
Amen on that. My friend Jackie says, "Does Taj have a workout routine? Because you do look amazing lately. Now you
Oh
look
gosh,
amazing."
no. Let me tell you something. Like I said, that tour took me out. I gained about 20 pounds on that tour. But I normally work out. I do. I had knee surgery a couple months ago, so
Mm-hmm.
I had to get through that. That was after the tour, so I had to get
Mm-hmm.
through that, and then I moved. Just it's a lot going on. I haven't really had a chance to establish my routine, but I normally do a lot of strength training and walking. I can't run anymore like I used to. My knees are
Mm-hmm.
just not having it. I had two ACLs, two meniscus tears,
Oh
scoliosis,
my.
bone fragments. My knees just don't like to play.
Oh, what is your favorite place to travel or tour at?
We just came back from Japan, and I love Japan, but I think
You know, I was about to ask
Australia.
you that privately, but I'm glad you, my friend, asked that question.
Yeah, Australia, I love, love, love because I'm an animal lover. I love the koalas. I love the
Hmm.
kangaroos. I love everything out there. But Japan is just special. Those people are amazing. They're so sweet. They are just on 10 all the time. They
They
appreciate you.
love they love you guys dearly
They
because
do. And
I've
we
seen
love
different
them.
stuff like on YouTube and everything. Even though I have my own YouTube show,
Hmm.
which you're gonna be part of when this video comes out. But
Uh,
shameless plug, the K2 spot. Anyway, but you know they love you because we seen different. I've seen different stuff that you guys have done as you, Coco, and Lily. You guys have done amazing stuff, and they love you
they
guys to death.
love it. And they appreciate it. It doesn't matter how long we've been gone, we come back, they show up. We love them.
Okay, my best friend Chris asked, they say Chrissy Q, he said, I always wondered what a whole soul album by Taj would sound like. Your voice is unique and distinct. Like, what do you have to
Thank
say
you.
about that,
Me
Miss Taj?
too. Me too. Let me find out. When you hear it, let me know.
Because a lot of people, when they, because you know, lots when you post on Instagram the Cloudy Day song,
Hmm.
a lot of people start saying, "I wonder what a Taj solo project sound like." And I don't know if you realize you interviewed one of my best friends interviewed you on Tony Holly, the Tony Holly
Uh-huh.
show. That's one of
Uh-huh.
my best friends,
Okay.
and he
That's
was. I
what's
remember
up.
he asked you about that. What, like, how did that make you feel when he brought it up? But then my best friends bring it up on the questions and the comments. How did it make you feel when everybody said that you should have did a solo project back in the day?
Oh, that's cool. I should have done one back in the day. I feel like back in the day, in '98, when we were working on our demos, I could have been Janet Jackson. I could have been Sierra. I loved dancing back then, but
Mm-hmm.
SWV didn't do that much dancing. But
Mm-hmm.
I like dance music. I like fast songs. I like good strong beats.
Mm-hmm.
I was always into stuff like that, but it wasn't. I guess the music world wasn't ready for that back when I was trying to do it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Does anybody else have any questions from Taj? Because this interview has actually been more relaxing to me than any other interview I've done in a bit.
Did you think
Maybe.
I was gonna make you do jumping jacks?
No, I didn't say all that right there. I didn't say all that, but sometimes you never know how an interview may be, even if somebody you know.
Uh-huh.
So it's
Uh-huh.
just like, oh my gosh, I know her, but I'm like, how is she really gonna be feeling? Because I know you had, like you said, you had the eye surgery, so I'm thinking like, okay, let
Yeah.
me be easy with her.
Yeah, and I just made it back from LA, and right after this, my son and I we have. That's why I was telling you it's hard to lock in a time
Lock in the time,
sometimes.
yes.
So I'm right, like I said, right after this, I'm out.
What is your son and your husband think about when you told them that you was doing the interview? What were they saying?
Hurry up.
Somebody, my friend Jackie put any solo music coming.
No, not for me.
Alrighty. What is Todd's dream project to do? With SWV and just solo wise.
Um, I don't think I have a musical solo project. I just have the things that I'm working on, my book, the sequel to Play a Hate Her, my skincare line, just the things that I'm trying to do. My dream would be to get them off the ground, have them be successful, and be able to be proud of the work I've done.
Okay, I can respect that. What are your tips you recommend for singers to maintain their voice and people coming into the industry?
Rest. Rest, rest, rest. People think that you have to sing all day, talk all day, do all kinds of scales here and there. You really don't. The biggest thing you could do for your voice is rest it.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions for Miss Taj? Because this has actually been an interesting interview.
I hope that's good.
No, no, it's great. We love the honesty that you're doing. My one of my other brothers, his name is Ahmad Tillery. He said, "Hey, big bro, hi Taj, I love your music."
Thank you, Boo.
And then my friend Alan said, "What advice would you recommend for singers coming into the industry?"
Be careful, read everything, do the best networking you can. Do not compromise your integrity and have fun.
Nice. Any other closing argument? Because we're getting close to the end. Anything else you want to mention that maybe I didn't mention that you want to let everybody know about, or maybe clear up some
Um,
stuff?
I think that's it. I talked about no, I think that's about it. Y'all just keep checking my IG, my TikTok, and just enjoy because I'm silly and I don't post a lot, but I do post things that I think are funny and good. So
hmm Oh, my sister said, and use your heart. Really, really, sis, you gonna say that and
I'm gonna
use your
use
heart?
it. I'm gonna use it.
He said, baby, just relax your mind, as they say on the
Uh-huh.
song.
Uh-huh. And it's relaxing ride.
Yes. But you know what? When I was, because ever since I put that on like the promo flyer for you,
Uh-huh.
everybody in the comments was going ham.
Really?
They were
Wow.
going ham because I put your solo parts. So I added it to put your part of use your heart.
Oh, I didn't even listen to the sound. I just saw the
Oh
pictures
my
and
goodness.
reposted.
They didn't even know. A lot of people was like, when I put, because I put the four different posts, the pictures of you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you meant you did a collaboration with
Well,
all four.
I did the collaboration, but I'm saying they heard just your part of Use Your Heart.
Uh huh.
They didn't hear the whole song. They only heard your part that you were singing in.
Okay.
And
Uh
everybody
huh.
said, oh my goodness, we love her. Because a lot of people, it brought back memories to their minds when they heard Use Your Heart.
Yeah. Oh, my
And
back.
yes, Neptune, Pharrell, and Chatham
Yep.
did do Use Your Heart. They produced that song and wrote
They
it.
sure did.
So
And
that way y'all
Joe,
would know.
my back is itching.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're not gonna judge.
Joe was
But
on that song also. He helped produce that one.
oh, I didn't know
He
that.
produced the vocals. You
I
can
never
hear him
knew
at the
that.
end. Baby, won't you use your heart? That's Joe.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And it was so funny that your group and Joe were all on the Booty Call soundtrack.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. That's a funny thing.
Yeah, it was a lot of artists back then and soundtracks. It
Oh
wasn't like
yeah.
they made us do it. It was just whoever did the
Whoever
compilation.
did, yeah, because oh yeah, that I like how I do my interviews with my friends, and my friends give me more tea than what you guys didn't even know about.
And these are facts. Everybody ain't say it. I said
No,
it.
no, this is facts. What we're talking about. My friend said, "What was it like working with Joe?" I think you already answered that question, but
Yeah, Joe was the bomb. He's still a bomb. I love Joe.
I
Anytime
don't
I see him,
understand
I
why
make
people
him
don't
sing.
appreciate him. Just like how they
They need
and
to
one
appreciate
thing
that
I'm gonna
brother.
put out
He
there
can
before the
sing
end of
his
this
butt
interview.
off.
Yes, one thing I'm gonna put out there. I'm still pissed off that SWV has never won a Grammy
Yeah, me too.
because y'all should have won some Grammys back in the
At
day.
least one. At
At
least.
least one.
Yeah.
Because I remember one of my friends, we had a debate about it, like probably like about a few years ago, and he talking about, oh, SWV won Grammys. I said, when did they win Grammys? Because I don't remember it. Because Taj would have told
Never.
me.
Never.
I said they never won a Grammys. They've been nominated for Grammys, but
Everything. We were nominated for everything and won nothing.
what do you have to say to everybody in the audience about that?
Go back in time and fix that.
All right now. Does anybody else have any more questions before we close off this interview with Miss Taj or Mrs. Taj George?
T-Roni.
My friend of mine said the Grammys don't appreciate black artists. I'm not gonna say nothing on that right now. Let Taj answer that question.
And yeah, they obviously don't. They didn't give us one. Forget you, Grammys. Nah.
And
All
also, one
right.
of my favorite artists that you know also is Brandy.
Oh yeah. Brandy's my baby.
That's one of my favorite artists who I'm trying to get
Yep.
to come on the show. Maybe
Oh
you
yeah.
talking to her because maybe she get her on my show.
Yeah, okay.
No, not like that. I ain't talking about like
But
bad people
I
though.
know, I know. But I love you, I love you, I love you to death. But my son is standing at this door like, okay, you said it.
You said it
Three.
now. How did y'all get the song Rain? Good question. Because let me ask you that question.
All right, we're
Because
gonna have to
I
wrap
mean,
it
this gonna
up
be the,
soon. No, I gotta
yeah,
hurry
this gonna
up.
be
I
it. This gonna
told
be
you
the
that.
end. This the last question, you guys, and this is gonna be it. When y'all got the song Rain for SWV,
Yeah.
I heard originally it was supposed to be Brandy's song back in the day.
I think Brian tried to give it to her. She didn't want it, but yeah, no,
Okay.
it's ours.
Yeah. But anyway, since we already answered that question, Miss Taj, tell everybody where they can follow you at, darling.
Y'all can all follow me at TajGeorge.com. Streamline everything. Everywhere, anything on everything. Taj George.
All right, and you guys can follow me on everything at KTookes85. And this will be on YouTube. And thank you so much, Taj,
Thank y'all for
my
joining
dear
in. My
friend.
son is like, Mommy, let's go. Okay.
But we're
Mwah.
done. We're done,
See
you
y'all.
guys. This will be on YouTube. We love you. Taj, thank you so much for coming on the show. And we'll have her back momentarily on another time. So
All right.
you guys just give her love and follow her. And that's it, you guys. So we love you so much. So we're going to leave this. And you guys have a blessed Thursday. So bye, you guys. Bye, Taj.
Bye.
Tell Eric I said hello.